What happened to Greg Doucette's physique? It is gone, it is melted, it's disappeared. He posted a video on Instagram with him doing some kind of exercise, and I looked at him for the first time and I said, does he even lift? Does he even work out? Does he even eat protein? This guy has melted, he's shrunken to absolutely nothing. And it's been years of him working out, and he's had a couple of injuries, but to go from what he was to this right now, what happened? What happened to him? Well, we can talk about that. Before we talk about it, subscribe, like, share, do everything, comment down below, all of it, everything, guys. Like the video. Greg Doucette, he's been around for years, a very long time. Popular, millions of subscribers, millions of followers everywhere. He's obviously very popular. He came up talking about steroids, talking about roids, talking about the effects of trend and all these things, and I used to watch him back then, and that's what I gravitated towards. I've never taken a drug, never taken a steroid, never have, never will, but I am very interested to understand what the effects of these things are on a person. What does it do, and why would you take them, and what effects does it have on your heart and your blood and your organs, and just how does it make you big and massive? It was just very interesting stuff, very interesting, informative content. And I watched that and I gravitated towards those types of topics because I like bodybuilding, natural, but it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy learning more about the other side. So that's how he came up, and that's what I liked more about Greg. And obviously he's evolved a lot. He's evolved, he's grown, he has a supplement company, he's very successful with his ebooks. He's done a lot. His last competition was 5-6 years ago, quite a while ago. Classic Physique, I think, came 4th at the Niagara Falls Pro or something like that. It's been a while, but his physique has regressed so much to the point where his physique is no longer a point of attraction. His physique is no longer part of his brand. He's all talking in mouth now. He's all words, lips, tongue, saying stuff. That's what he is right now. Now, a couple factors. He's had a couple injuries. I believe he's torn his tricep twice. I believe he's had issues with just his elbows and his shoulders, and there's all kind of problems, right? He can't deadlift, he can't squat, he can't bench. There's a lot of things that he just cannot do to maintain the size and volume that he did previously. Number 2, he's rich. Why would you need to maintain a high level physique if you're loaded and massive in, massive in terms of your bank account, in terms of just like having these successful businesses and having a successful supplement company, having your ebooks sell out and all these things? Like, he has a lot of money, and at the point of having a lot of money, why would you want to maintain a high level physique? Why would you want to push for physical excellence? It's not like he's not in shape. It's not like he still doesn't have it. It's not like he is just a normal person. He's still better than 99% of people existing out in the world. But to see how far he's come in terms of his best, not even his best, literally 3 years ago when he retired, he's been like 2 years retired at this point. 3 years ago to now, the regression in his physique is insane. Now he's getting older, obviously. I mean, age is a big thing. What is he, 48, 49? For a 48, 49-year-old, he's still in incredible shape. He's in phenomenal shape. You cannot take that away from him. But I think just seeing him and understanding where he came from and understanding how he used to look and just seeing him today, it just allows you to see the progression of how the body changes with age. It allows you to see how your priorities change. Once you get to the point to where you want to be your life to where you are comfortable and good and you can settle and you can kind of involve your mind and your understanding in other things, the physique is not the most important thing anymore. Still athletic, still fit, still works out, but far away from what he was. Now, at some point, every single lifter is going to come to this very same point that Greg is at, to where you need to slow down and stop. You need to actually take a step back in order to maintain your longevity. It's not a good thing having all this weight on your body, because your body doesn't know necessarily fat or muscle, it knows weight. What is that weight, and how much more blood do I have to pump on this body to actually keep it functional? That's going to weigh on you. That's going to weigh on your organs, your heart, your blood pressure, everything. And I'm not sure if this is done purposely by Greg, meaning he downsized purposely. I know he's just on TRT, which is, I think he said in the past, like 150 milligrams a week or something, which in terms of a full blast cycle, getting up to like a gram, adding Tren, adding Mastron, adding all these other substances, Anavar, to just be on TRT at 150 milligrams a week. It is an incredibly low dosage in terms of what a full-blown cycle would have been. So I'm not sure if he did it for just longevity purposes. I'm sure that is a big factor, health purposes. He does talk a lot about health these days. In the past, he was a health guy. Always talked about doing things healthy with steroids. But there's only so much healthy things you can do if you're going to put these kind of pharmaceutical substances in your body. No part of it is healthy unless it is absolutely necessary by your doctor. If you naturally have low T and you naturally get prescribed and that's the route your doctor wants to go through, then at that point you need to bring your levels up to just be at baseline so you can be a healthier individual. Because having super low T is not healthy. Having super high T is not healthy. There's an average point to where that's where you need to be as a man in terms of your age, in terms of your athleticism. I believe the numbers are around, like for example, 28 to 33 is like 500 or 600 naturally or something. I don't follow this stuff too often anymore. But Greg is still doing what he needs to do. Greg is still popular. And obviously he'd reached a point to where the physique is not the end all be all for him. And if he wants to let it go, he can let it go. It's just crazy to see where he is now versus where he was. But like I said, I think that point will come for all of us. Chasing size is fun, working out is fun, but the body will slow down. And as the body slows down, the mind needs to slow down. If you are not at a point to where you need to be like Greg, being rich, having all the things he needs, so that you can slow down, you're going to keep pushing because you're trying to get involved in this fitness lifestyle, trying to be a bodybuilder at the age of 48, 49, 50 years old, then that's going to be a very dangerous path. So you need to do a lot of work in the beginning, early on while you're young, so that you can have the option to settle down and take a step back. Greg's doing his thing. Good job for him. Quick video, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Like, share, comment down below. Now subscribe. Make it a thing. Sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.